Hey guys, how we doing? We are back with a photo bin for you today. Haven't been able to get out as much the past few days as I would have liked, but after this Thursday, we are cleared for 100% participation in anything that I want to do. So earlier, I think it was about a week ago, maybe a little more than that, we went back to Super Dirt Week at Syracuse. I've had pictures from the Tuesday inspection. This is from Wednesday. It rained a little bit the day before, and as you're going to be able to tell here from these pictures, I don't think we got anything in on this day at Syracuse. So let's start to go. Of course, I had a pattern back then. I used to kind of try to walk everybody through my journey into the place and through the pit area. So here we are. This is on the backstretch. It's not your... the camera is actually out of focus. The picture I took, not the focus on the camera, but that was on the backstretch. This is pulling in. If you go underneath before turn 3, this is the main corner right here. And what I did every year, at least I'm pretty sure I did it this year, I tried to take pictures from all the angles. So this is looking towards turn 4. The area auto racing booth, 95X was there, the dirt apparel trailer, and I found out quickly that these people with bicycles, it's a pretty smart way to actually get around at Syracuse. This is looking towards turns 1 and 2. From that main corner, the 4 corners where the infield restaurant was and all of that. And this is actually coming into the pit area. There's the famous grandstand that our politicians laughed about when they took it down. Darwin Green had a couple of cars at this event. There he is, Rich Scalata and his wife. Nice to see them here. Rich, we miss you, man. I haven't seen Rich around the area in a lot. I got to make sure that I get him on here fairly soon. There's Billy Dunn, the familiar number 49, new sticker tire on the right rear, ready to scuff. And of course at Syracuse, that's what you used to do. Put the stickers on, run 2 laps, scuff, bring them in, and then go to town on it after that. Not sure who was driving the Batesels 57 at the time. I'm not sure if Bruce Batesel was the one who had something to do with this or not, but when I see him, I'll have to ask. If you guys know, let me know, okay? T-Mac was there, of course. Tim McCready in the Sweeteners Plus 39. Like that car. I remember that particular graphics pack. The numbers real big. Scorers love that stuff. I believe this was Tim Fuller in the 74 at the time. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it was Tim Fuller who was driving the Smith Brothers 74 here back in 2012. Steve Huff. We'll get a chance to see him here. Oh, no, excuse me. Wayne Jelly actually driving that one. There's Wayne. It hit me for a second. I was like, wait. That's not Steve Huff. Is the car owner, I believe, or one of the major sponsors. Wayne Jelly, of course, a longtime fixture at Syracuse, Lebanon Valley, places like that. It's where he used to run. Jeremy Wilders, number 22. And Jeremy looks as young today as he looked back then. He's just a guy that looks young. And you can see everybody gathering around the Palmer Service Center, number 76. I believe it was the 76, although not sure. No pictures of Jack from this particular day, but I believe I got some later. There's Jessica Semkin and there's Jeff Daly and Sons ride, as she was running modifieds back in 2012. This, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, I believe this is Kevin Albert. As soon as I saw the card, it all came back to me. I believe Big Diamond, Grandview, down in areas like that, and there he is right there, by the way. If I got it wrong, I'm sorry, guys, and if you know for sure that I'm right or wrong, please let me know, but I'm pretty sure his name is Kevin Albert. I remember the red hair. And good guy. Used to come up to Syracuse. And he was wearing holes in his jeans back before they were in style like they are today. So he was a trend setter. Tyler Siri in his number 5 here. I like the barbed wire on the roof support there. Looked kind of cool, didn't it? And going down the side of the car. Definitely a very cool look on this particular car. C.G. Morey. I actually saw him at Canandaigua, I believe, last year. And I think the year before as well. So always nice to see him. And I saw him at Super Dirt Week, I believe. So if you search C.G. Morey on my channel, you should be able to find some stuff from him. Don't remember this guy's name. You can see it, and this was the years in 2012 where they had the name on the bottom of the panel, which I really liked, by the way, because as an announcer, you don't always get a chance to see everybody, so you can at least go, Papello in the 34 too, so you could at least do that. But I just thought this was a great looking car. But as you can see, we weren't going to get any racing in. And the Wednesdays, it was always kind of a throwaway to some degree at Super Dirt Week, because usually you didn't get in at least Wednesday or Thursday. But the time trials were usually on Thursday, so Wednesday's just practice. So if you're going to lose a day, Wednesday's the one to lose. You could see it, and you might sit there and go, well, it doesn't really look that wet. But the last thing you wanted to do, especially on that track at Syracuse, is get on it when it was wet like that. Because once you got the surface a little bit messed up, it was almost impossible to fix. There's Kenny Tremont's crew towing his 115. They were still doing inspections at this point too, because not everybody gets in on Tuesday. Some people get there on Wednesday, work obligations, things of that matter. And of course, if you're not from Syracuse, you got to find some place to stay. Not everybody has a a camper or something like that, or can afford the health costs. Greg Atkins, he was a guy who ran up north. I don't know if I got the first name right, but he was a guy who ran on asphalt primarily. I think he was over at Adirondack, if I'm not mistaken, when they were asphalt. And he used to come and run the dirt and actually do very, very well, actually. So another one of Darwin Green's cars right here. And that's what he does, by the way, that bluestone. You got to dig that up. He goes up on the mountains and does that. The McCulloch car here, good looking car. Like that a lot. I believe this was Alan Johnson's ride. This is when he was driving for Kenny Saya in the commercial roofing and sheet metal 10J. Kenny ended up being a real good friend of mine. We used to spend a lot of time together. There's the Batesels 57 once again. And of course, here's Lance Willix, still running up in the North Country. He and his wife are still racing and still doing quite well. Won some races last year at Can-Am. Some inspections going on here, right on the front stretch. So you can see there's the front stretch wall on the right side of the generator. So this is basically pit road, is what this is. Just past where this is set up would be where the media center was and all of that. So some people, again, getting inspected, making sure that they were okay for the day. Now, I was heading out already. Probably just didn't get that many interviews that day. This is looking from the track, coming off of turn 4 down to the Four Corners where the infield restaurant was. And you can see the access road that would get you out by the grandstand side, running right over there on the right. And again, look at those corners. Look at that water. They were not going to run on this day, and it wasn't even worth it to try to get that bottom part run in. Best thing was just to let it sit, let the water soak in, come back the next day, and hopefully get some racing. So you can see that the campground is not even fully formed at this point. This is the area over in between 3 and 4, and it's not your monitor. That the focus on the picture is not so great. But I wanted to at least show you this because this is where all the Fonda people went. They had live entertainment in there. It was great, you know. More about the party and everything else than the actual racing, but still quite the place over there in Syracuse. This is over in turn 3. Looking back, you can see the grandstand behind the big campers there. So things are going to be heating up pretty soon at Syracuse, and just not on this particular day. So that is what we had from this one. Again, this was on October 3rd, 2012. This was a Wednesday. I hope you like it. I hope you caught the one we did earlier. I'm going to be on the road tonight, on Wednesday night. So I'm going to put something up during the day. I got a couple ideas of what I'm going to do, and then the second thing I'll put up will actually be a little bit later in the day. So be sure to come back. We're going to try to give you 2 a day. We're hoping for practice this weekend at Can-Am on Friday. I wonder how that will do. So we're hoping to go to that. I know it's going to be a little chilly. We'll see how that goes. And Canandaigua, instead of doing a season opener, is doing a practice this weekend as well on Saturday. So I'll be at that. And I should be good to go 100%. So things are about to get busy, guys. So make sure if you're not subscribed yet, hit that blue E down there in the corner. You want to make sure you catch all this stuff because we are going to be kicking it into high gear this weekend and hopefully for the rest of the season as I've been given a clean bill of health. You guys take care, and I'll see you again soon, I hope.